If you're feeling stressed right now, there's a good chance it doesn't feel small. It feels close. It feels personal. It feels like something you can't step away from. But there's a perspective most of us almost never sit with. Not because it isn't true, but because it's too big to hold while you're busy surviving. And once you see it, worry doesn't disappear. It just stops feeling so heavy. As you watch the earth slowly turn, remember this: everything you've ever worried about, everything you've ever stressed over, has happened on this moving sphere, spinning quietly, indifferent to urgency, unaffected by panic. The world keeps turning, whether you're anxious or calm, and that alone tells you something important. Stress isn't always caused by danger, it's caused by interpretation, a thought about the future, a memory from the past, a moment replayed too many times. Most of the time, nothing is actually happening, but your body reacts as if everything is. Your heart speeds up, your chest tightens, your mind searches for solutions to problems that don't exist yet. And while that's happening, the earth is spinning, unbothered, unaware, unchanged. Look at the planet. Every city, every family, every job interview, breakup, argument, regret, all of it happens on this surface. From this distance, none of it is loud. None of it is urgent. None of it is demanding your attention. The earth doesn't know what day it is. It doesn't know what you're worried about. It doesn't speed up when you're overwhelmed. It just turns. Worry feels convincing because it lives inside your head. It speaks in your own voice. It uses your memories. It predicts futures that feel real enough to prepare for. But worry is not a signal of truth. It's a signal of proximity. The closer you are to a thought, the heavier it feels. And most of us live inside our thoughts. When pressure builds, people don't respond randomly. We fall into patterns, not because we're broken, but because we're human. Some people try to outthink their anxiety. They analyze every possibility. They plan for every outcome. They believe control will bring relief. But the earth doesn't respond to control. Other people try to outrun it. They stay busy. They stay distracted. They fill silence with noise. Not because they're shallow, but because stillness makes thoughts louder. And some people freeze. They feel so overwhelmed that even small decisions feel heavy. They stop moving, not out of laziness, but exhaustion. Different reactions, same source. A small mind trying to manage a large existence. As the earth turns, notice how calm it looks. No rush, no deadlines, no panic. Yet everything necessary still happens. Seasons change, life adapts, time moves forward. Urgency is a human invention. The planet has never needed it. Most worries are time-bound. This month, this year, this phase of life. But the Earth has existed for billions of years. Entire civilizations have risen and disappeared on this surface. Their worries felt just as real, just as consuming, just as urgent, and now they're silent. This doesn't make your stress meaningless, it puts it into context. Perspective doesn't solve problems, it changes their weight. When you realize how temporary most things are, pressure loses its grip. Not because nothing matters, but because not everything deserves equal importance. Some thoughts are loud, not true. Some fears are intense, not permanent. If life has felt heavy lately, it doesn't mean you're failing. It means you're aware. Awareness is a strange burden. It allows you to imagine futures that don't exist yet, to relive moments that are already over, to worry about things that might never happen. The earth doesn't do this. Only conscious beings do. Even now, as you think about your problems, the planet is moving. You're not stuck, even when it feels that way. Movement doesn't always look like progress. Time doesn't feel like motion. But nothing is standing still, including you. A lot of people believe meaning has to be heavy, that if something matters, it must hurt, that importance comes with stress. But meaning doesn't require suffering. Sometimes meaning is simply being here, aware of how small and temporary everything is. Sometimes that realization doesn't depress you, it frees you. We act as if everything depends on us, but the earth existed before you, and it will exist after you. That doesn't erase your life. It releases it from impossible expectations. You were never meant to carry the world. You were meant to live in it. When you stop trying to control everything, something subtle happens. Your breath slows. Your thoughts soften. Your worries lose their sharp edges. Not because they vanished, but because you're no longer standing inches away from them. Distance changes everything. This perspective isn't an escape. You'll still have responsibilities. You'll still face uncertainty. You'll still worry sometimes. But you won't confuse worry with reality. You won't mistake urgency for truth. You'll remember that your life exists on a quietly spinning planet inside a vast and indifferent universe. And somehow, that makes it easier to breathe. So when stress rises again, and it will, picture the earth in your mind, turning slowly, carrying everything without effort, unconcerned with your fear. Your problems are real, but they are not the center of existence. And sometimes, realizing how small we are is exactly what makes life feel manageable again.